You've been working hard, you're saving money, you're investing, you're doing everything right, and yet your net worth seems stuck. You check your accounts and the number barely moves. Or worse, it goes down. You blame the market, the economy, your salary, your luck. But here's the brutal truth that no one tells you. Net worth stagnation is almost never caused by one big mistake. It's caused by 7 small leaks, hidden holes in your financial bucket that drain your wealth silently, dollar by dollar, year after year. And the average person loses over $10 a year to these leaks without ever knowing it. If you stay until the end of this video, you'll learn exactly what those 7 leaky buckets are, how to find them in your own finances, and the simple, step-by-step fixes for each one. I'll give you a checklist you can run through in 1 hour that could put thousands of dollars back in your pocket starting next month. By the time we're done, you'll finally understand why your net worth isn't growing and exactly how to fix it. My name is your name, and today we're going to plug the holes in your financial bucket. Let me start with a story that will make you want to audit your finances immediately. A few years ago, a client named Lisa came to me frustrated. She earned $85,000 a year, saved 15% of her income, and invested in low-cost index funds. She was doing everything right, and yet after 3 years, her net worth had increased by only $12,000, less than half of what she had saved. She was baffled. We did a full audit. Here's what we found. She was paying $40 a month in bank fees across 3 accounts. She had an unused storage unit costing $100 a month. Her car insurance was $80 a month higher than the cheapest competitor. She was paying 0.75% expense ratio on an old 401(a) fund instead of 0.04% on a new one. She had a subscription to a software service she hadn't used in 2 years, $30 a month. She was paying $25 a month in credit card interest because she forgot to set up autopay once. And she was losing about $50 a month to foreign transaction fees and ATM fees. Total leaks, over $400 per month, nearly $5,000 per year. Over 3 years, that's $15,000, exactly the gap between what she saved and what her net worth showed. Lisa wasn't bad with money. She was just leaking from 7 tiny holes. The financial bucket analogy is simple. Imagine your wealth is water in a bucket. You pour money in from the top, your income. But if you have holes in the bottom, fees, interest, waste, the water level never rises. Most people focus on increasing the inflow. That's important. But plugging the leaks is often easier and faster. Let me walk you through the 7 most common leaky buckets in order from most to least destructive. Leaky bucket number 1. High interest debt, the tsunami leak. This is the biggest hole by far. Credit card debt, payday loans, personal loans with double-digit interest rates. They drain your wealth faster than any other leak. A $5,000 credit card balance at 22% interest costs you over $1,100 per year. That's $100 that could be invested, saved, or spent on something you actually enjoy. The math is brutal. If you have any high-interest debt, every other leak is irrelevant until you fix this one. Plug this hole by using the debt avalanche or snowball method, whichever works for your psychology. Stop investing beyond the 401(n) match until this debt is gone. Transfer balances to a 0% APR card if you can pay it off within the promo period. But above all, stop adding to the debt. Cut up the cards if you have to. Leaky bucket number 2. Investment fees, the silent drain. Most people have no idea what they're paying in investment fees. An expense ratio of 1% on a $100,000 portfolio costs you $1,000 a year. Over 30 years, that's over $100,000 in lost growth. That's not a leak, that's a fire hose. Check your 401(a) and IRA fees. Look for the expense ratio of every fund you own. If any are above 0.20%, you're overpaying. The solution is simple. Switch to low-cost index funds like VTI, VO, or target date index funds. If your 401a doesn't offer them, advocate for change or roll over to an IRA. Also, check for administrative fees, 12b-1 fees, and advisory fees. A 1% advisory fee on a $500,000 portfolio is $5,000 a year. For what? A simple 3-fund portfolio requires no advisor. Plug this hole today. Leaky bucket number 3, bank and credit card fees, the nickel and dime leak. This one drives me crazy. Bank account maintenance fees, $10.15 a month. Overdraft fees, 30 TM fees, $5 each. Foreign transaction fees, 3% of every purchase abroad. Credit card late fees, 30/40s. Cash advance fees, 5-10% of the amount. These fees add up to hundreds of dollars a year for the average person. I've seen clients with $500 in annual bank fees alone. The fix: switch to a bank with no monthly fees. Online banks like Ally, SoFi, or Schwab. Use only in network ATMs or get cash back at stores. Set up autopay on all credit cards to avoid late fees. Use a credit card with no foreign transaction fees when traveling. And never ever take a cash advance. These fees are pure waste. They don't buy you anything. Plug them. Asterisk. Leaky bucket number 4. Subscriptions and automatic payments, the death by 1,000 cuts. We covered this in script 22, but it bears repeating. The average American wastes over $300 a month on unused subscriptions, streaming services, gym memberships, software, meal kits, apps. That's $3,600 a year. That's a fully funded Roth IRA. The problem is that these charges are small and automatic, so you don't notice them. The fix: do a full subscription audit. Go through your bank and credit card statements for the last 3 months. Use an app like Rocket Money or Truebill. Cancel every subscription you don't use weekly. For the ones you keep, see if you can switch to an annual plan, often cheaper, or share with family. And for free trials, use a virtual credit card with a $1 limit so they can't charge you after the trial ends. Leaky bucket number 5. Insurance overpayments, the loyalty penalty. Asterisk. Insurance companies love loyal customers. Why? Because loyal customers pay more. They raise your rates every year, and you don't shop around. The average person could save 501 Zuzen per year by shopping their auto, home, and health insurance every 12 months. I've done this myself. I switched auto insurance last year and saved $600. I switched home insurance the year before and saved $400. The process takes 15 minutes online. Use a comparison site like the Zebra or Policy Genius. Also, check your deductibles. Raising your auto deductible from $500 to $1,000 could lower your premium by 15 to 20%. If you have an emergency fund, you can afford the higher deductible. That's free money. Asterisk. Leaky bucket number 6. Food waste and inefficient grocery shopping. The average American household throws away over $1,500 of food per year. That's not just spoiled leftovers. It's buying too much, not planning meals, and letting produce rot in the fridge. Add to that the markup from convenience stores, expensive brand name products, and impulse buys, and you could easily be wasting $3,000 a year on food beyond what you actually eat. The fix: meal plan for the week. Make a grocery list and stick to it. Shop at discount stores like Aldi, Lidl, or Costco, but only if you use bulk items before they expire. Cook at home more often. Use leftovers for lunch. And before you throw food away, check if it can be frozen, turned into soup, or composted. This is a behavioral leak. It requires changing habits, not just cutting a subscription. But the savings are huge. Leaky bucket number 7. Energy and utility waste, the invisible leak. This is the leak most people ignore. Leaving lights on, running the AC when you're not home, inefficient appliances, phantom energy draw from electronics. The average household spends $2,000 to $3,000 per year on electricity, gas, and water. Cutting that by 10 to 20% is easily achievable. Use a smart thermostat like Nest or Ecobee. It pays for itself in a year. Switch to LED bulbs. Unplug electronics when not in use. Run dishwashers and washing machines only when full. Fix leaky faucets. Also, check if you can switch to a cheaper utility provider in your area. Many states have deregulated energy markets where you can choose your supplier. A 10% reduction in utility bills saves $200, $300 per year. Not huge, but it's a whole. How to find your own leaky buckets, a 1-hour audit. Asterisk. Here's a step-by-step process you can do right after this video. Step 1. Print or download your bank statements and credit card statements for the last 3 months. You'll need to see every transaction. Step 2. Highlight every fee, bank fees, ATM fees, late fees, foreign transaction fees. Add them up. That's your fee leak. Step 3. Identify every subscription or recurring charge. List them. Cancel the ones you don't use weekly. That's your subscription leak. Step 4. Look at your investment accounts. Write down the expense ratio of each fund. If any are above 0.20%, that's an investment fee leak. Step 5. Check your insurance premiums. Call your auto and home insurance providers and ask for a lower rate. Or get quotes from competitors. That's your insurance leak. Step 6. Estimate your food waste. For 1 week, track every item you throw away. Multiply by 52. 7. Review your utility bills from the last year. See if you can reduce usage or switch providers. Asterisk, the power of plugging leaks, a real example. Let me give you a real example of how this adds up. A couple with $100,000 income, they plug all 7 leaks. They save $500 by switching auto insurance, $400 by raising deductibles, $200 by canceling unused subscriptions, $500 by reducing bank fees, $200 by cutting food waste, $300 by reducing energy usage, and they eliminate $2,000 in credit card interest by paying off debt. That's $6,400 per year. Invested at 7% for 30 years, that's over $600,000. That's not a leak. That's a retirement. The biggest leak of all, not investing the savings. Here's the final step that most people miss. Once you plug a leak, you must redirect that money to something productive. If you cancel a $50 subscription, don't let that $50 disappear into your checking account and get spent on something else. Automatically transfer it to your savings or investment account. The leak is only fixed if the money stays in the bucket. Set up an automatic transfer for the total amount you saved. For the couple above, that's $533 per month. That's a fully funded Roth IRA. That's the difference between a stressful retirement and a comfortable one. Your action plan: do this today. Asterisk. Here's what you need to do in the next 24 hours. First, download your last 3 months of bank and credit card statements. Second, go through the 7 leaks checklist. Identify at least 3 leaks you can plug this week. Third, cancel 1 subscription right now. Do not wait. Fourth, call your insurance company and ask for a lower rate. Use the script from earlier videos. Fifth, set up an automatic transfer to your savings account for the amount you estimate you'll save. Sixth, commit to a no-spend weekend to reset your spending habits. Seventh, comment below. I found a leak. Tell me 1 leak you're plugging today. I'll reply to the first 100 comments. If this video helped you find hidden money, hit the like button. It helps others who are wondering why their net worth isn't growing. Subscribe and turn on notifications. In the next video, I'm going to show you how to invest during a bear market. The only strategy that has worked for 100 years. Your net worth isn't growing because your bucket has holes. not because you're not working hard enough. Find the holes, plug them, then watch your wealth rise. I'll see you in the next video.